everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you again for tuning in. Last week I did 2 job fairs and I wanted to talk to you guys, give you some advice, also kind of do like a what's in my bag when I run a job fair. So one was a college fair, the other was a more like skill specific job fair, and we did end up meeting some good people. It's just always good to be prepared. So first things first, this is the bag that I usually bring, or at least the size bag I usually bring to the job fairs. So this is Michael Kors. I have no idea what the name is. It's just green and it's this really nice like Saffiano, I think, leather. Green is my favorite. I actually really lucked out when I bought this. I walked into the store and she said, guess what, the green's on sale, and I said, sold! So yeah, so I love this bag. It's pretty great. It's there's no zip. There's like a little magnetic closure at the top, and then at the back here there's this really quick pocket. I don't tend to keep a whole lot in it because it's actually not that deep and I don't want to lose anything. But yeah, so that's my bag. So in this right now I have some things that I brought, and then I also have some things to the side here that I suggest bringing. So I'll just kind of go down my list of what I think you should have with you when you go to a job fair. This could be for a recruiter, this could be for people at the job fair. Okay, so first things first, at a job fair, you're going to be meeting a lot of people. You're going to be shaking a lot of hands, and right now, I mean, it's October, the cold and flu season is starting, so I always suggest hand sanitizer. Be aware that some people have like fragrance sensitivities, so maybe don't bring that like lotion sanitizer. This actually is scented in rainforest sugarcane. I just liked it because it was green, but it's pretty mild. It's not going to offend anyone. Hopefully it doesn't get anyone a headache. Otherwise you can get that like clear gel stuff that's like just alcohol and doesn't really have a smell. Sometimes schools have like fragrance bans, but this is definitely something that you want to do. You're going to be shaking a lot of hands, touching a lot of people. Sometimes, you're writing things with pens and you're giving it back to somebody and then it goes on to somebody else. So always good to be germ conscious. Wash your hands, guys. So another thing, you are going to be doing a lot of talking, but in the meantime, sometimes they have coffee at these things. Sometimes you might notice like, oh, I kind of have some dragon breath. So like mints are a good thing. Bottles of water are also a good thing. When you're an employer, they usually have like water and sometimes snacks and stuff for you. So it's always good. I mean, 1, keep hydrated, but 2, I don't want to offend anyone with my breath, so I try and keep it minty fresh. Okay, so the next thing that I will suggest, in a bag like this, I can keep a folder. So a folder is where I would keep like job descriptions, and if I was a candidate, I would print out resumes. Now, I was really disappointed actually with the amount of people who said that they didn't have any resumes to give me. They either said they ran out, they were like, yeah, I only printed out 10, but it's always good form to have your resume and be able to talk to a couple points on that. Usually at like the school one, they'll have a pamphlet that goes with it, so you can see all of the employers that are going to be there. Have one for everyone, if not 2. I usually work with a team. Actually, at this past job fair, when we were at UW, we had 4 people there, so 2 hiring managers and 2 recruiters. And I'm not saying everyone needs one, but it's nice, if you're talking to numerous people, being able to hand them a resume is going to be big. The next piece of advice I'm going to give you is do your research. So it really impresses me anytime a student or candidate comes up and says, hey, I've heard about your company. I saw that you guys are doing this, and that's a great idea. And here's a little bit of my background, and I think that would apply really well with my skills. You really stand out in the crowd for the better when you've done that research. If you do your research, you're going to know, 1, if you want to talk to me also. So there's not going to be that awkward like, oh, hey, what do you do? And I say, oh, we're looking for salespeople. And you say, oh, I want to be a psychologist. You already know that you don't need to talk to us. So, if I say hi to you as you're walking by, just, hey, how's it going? Oh, I'm good, thanks. And keep walking. It's not going to hurt my feelings. I'm in a room with thousands of other people. But at the same time, we're not going to waste each other's time figuring out that, you're not the right skill set, or you're definitely not interested in what we're trying to hire for. What else do I have in here? Okay, so I have makeup. I would say with makeup, keep it simple, nothing too over the top. You don't want to stand out in a bad way when it comes to things like your dress or your makeup. So I usually like to wear just a little bit of eyeshadow, mascara. I have this Stila Trio. I usually take this when I travel, but it has Kitten, LaMay, and then Chloe. I love this palette. It's super simple. I can do, just one wash color. But again, yeah, eyeshadow, mascara, and then a more toned down lip color. Even though I prefer like a bold lip, the last thing I want to do is be talking to an employer or candidate and I realize I have like lipstick all over my teeth, or it's smeared off across my face, or half of it is missing. That is not fun. I don't want them to be talking to me and only be able to see that. Alright, so other things I have in here. Oh, so I was actually, I don't know if you can hear my voice still, but I was sick, so I have a giant bag of vitamin C drops. Awesome. Pens. These are important. So I have quite a few pens. One is a company pen. One is, this is Foster School Business. This is awesome. This is a purple pen that UW gave me. These are actually my favorite pens. They're the Profile brand. I talked about this in my Staples haul. Love these. But yeah, always good to have pens because you don't know if somebody's gonna, forget them, and you can be prepared to be like, hey, do you need to borrow this? And then maybe borrow it turns into they never give it back to you. So it's always good to have a few. I like the number 4 personally, so I have 4. Alright, I think, aside from like my little wallet thing, I think that is all that I have in here. Oh, I have my badge to get into work. Ooh, Kleenex, that's good. Again, I was sick. And then, okay, so also business cards. I brought quite the stack. Actually, this is about half of what I had with me between the two, so definitely, I want to be able to set time up to talk to people, so sometimes what I'll do is I'll write down, I'll give them my card and I'll write down call at 1 o'clock or something and the date. So that they have that, and then I'll send up like a follow-up email, something like that. There are people who have their own business cards made, and I think that's a really great idea. Everyone has a resume. It's always good to stand out in that good way, again, being professional. So yeah, if you're a graphics designer and you want to make, your resume stand out or your cards stand out, put a little graphic on there. Make a little logo for yourself. Do it. It'll be awesome. And it'll showcase, your talents and your creativity. I know it's not a comfortable thing to go up to a stranger and talk to them all about you, and sometimes you panic, and sometimes you have word diarrhea, and it just comes out. Don't worry if you, maybe answer a question a little bit off or something like that. That won't necessarily disbar you. At least smile. Smiling, eye contact, ask me questions about, what I do, my company. If you haven't done the research, that's okay too, because guess what? I'll have a little spiel, a little elevator pitch prepared for you. Also, have one prepared for yourself. What do you want to do after college? Recruiter, I hate that I'm just looking for any job. Okay, cool, well, keep looking, because there's tons of other jobs. I want to know why you want to work for me. Your job at the job fair is to excite me enough about talking to you that I want to do it again. Skills can only take you so far. That personality piece, that drive, that's going to take you far. We can teach you a lot of skills. I mean, I don't hire for brain surgeons, but for what I do hire for, I can teach you this skill. I need to see the drive in the will. Let me know if you guys have any questions, any tips on interviews, if you want to see outfit ideas, makeup on what to do for the job interview. Maybe new grads have some questions. I love it. I obsess about this. My favorite part of being a recruiter is connecting people to other people and connecting people to jobs. I love working with people. I love, changing their lives for the better. So if you have questions on any of that, let me know down below, and I will see you guys in my next one. Thanks. Bye.